All right. So there seems to be, not seems, there has been a recent influx of domestic terrorism entering Miami-Dade County, entering the agencies and their businesses. So this is a advisal and protective advisal for all of those, especially those with service animals, who may or who have dealt with these terrorists, domestic terrorists, sometimes also called lone acting terrorists, according to FBI definitions. Um, these lone acting terrorists trying to use certain agencies and governing bodies to push their terroristic agendas, okay, and change the freedom that we have here in America. And I take it very seriously. It doesn't matter what age these people are, what race, it doesn't matter what religion. Someone who is trying to take away the freedom of America and trying to influence and trying to control others, doesn't matter if it's an old age thing. It does not matter. There are plenty of old age people who still work for terroristic units and terroristic agencies, okay? That they're using young people and they're pulling the strings, okay? So at the end of the day, you still need to know, all of you, what your rights are. And you also need to be aware of how these energies like to move. So let's take the example of Key Biscayne, for example. In Key Biscayne, the police department, you can't actually go to Google and leave a review. It's been turned off. And the reason they turn it off, okay, from Google's policies, all right, you can read that. And one of the things that they have is that they are known as an Excelsior rated, Excelsior accredited organization. Now, the way I look at it, if there's no room for people to publicly know, and you're working supposedly as public servants, but you are hiding information publicly, or you're hiding the capacity for, I wouldn't say you're hiding, but the capacity for people to comment publicly and inform others has been put aside or has been hidden, and the tools have been taken away. That is room that is an avenue that terrorists can use, because they know that it's a way of keeping things quiet. All right, terrorists will move and terrorists will create fear, or they'll try to use intimidation or color of law for their bidding, and they'll take advantage of all of these things and all of these tools. Now, what can we do? You can call, but you can also inform each other, and this is what we're doing here, informing everybody all over the world about your rights, and to be careful with these domestic terrorism terrorists that are making their way into our communities, trying to change our politics, trying to change our freedom and our agenda. Okay, with their agenda. Okay, all right. Nobody controls nobody owns the earth, all right, or any part of the earth. So now, average for miss, let's see, we have here policescorecard.org, and then it says Florida Police Department / Key Biscayne, and an asterisk indicates that this location has not provided enough data to be included, and we are still working to obtain governance data from every jurisdiction in the nation. Average 4 for section scores. All right, police funding. Homicides, misconduct complaints, excessive for complaints, police violence. Let's see, average 4 sections. It's amazing how no civilian complaints have been obtained. 26% of all arrests were low-level nonviolent offenses from 2013 to 21. It's amazing what you can find. All right, and this is why it's important to know these things, ladies and gentlemen, and know what tools, and do your work, because at the end of the day, if we don't protect each other, you're gonna have a whole bunch of people and terrorists try to come in and influence the freedoms that we all have, and they will use these agencies And who knows, some of these agencies may very well be tied to these terroristic units and these terroristic lone actors, or they may be tied to even greater terroristic organizations that are very patient in how they move, okay, so that they can take over, um, yeah, so that they can try to influence and change our freedoms. Now, obviously, that never is going to happen. All right, because this is America, and we don't play about our freedom, and we definitely don't play about terrorists, domestic or foreign, trying to get in here. Okay, so now, uh, this along Key Biscayne, there are several condos. Lots of tourists come over, and a lot of these tourists are actually lots of tourists and lots of people. I guess you could say snowbirds that don't really belong here. Okay, they don't belong here. This is an island. Okay, Key Biscayne is an island that has sun. Florida is the land of sun. Okay, but you have a lot of these even businesses who are, and many of you have seen it. They spray in the air trying to change weather for these cold, I would say maybe dead entities that look like humans, or these cold-hearted humanoids. Okay, because I don't think we can call them people. All right, a people respect each other, and a people allow each other's freedom. A people love each other. Look at this. Look at the squirrel. What's up, squirrely? Look at the squirrel. All right, that's what a people are. Okay. Now, these beings, however, don't know where they're coming from, but they definitely are not welcome here. All right, at least not with that kind of BS. Okay. Any of these beings that come over here, we, the people, have to make sure to uphold our freedoms and protect it from these people. Okay. Now, thankfully, all right, I had one strange foreigner try to come to me about my dog service and her barking. Okay, that's her communicating with me. Okay, about, hey, watch out for this guy. And man, was she right, because he came right back the second time after I got out of the water of the beach, and he came to try to harass and interfere and tell me about what she should or should not do. Okay, and then he goes off to call police, utilize the police to do his bidding. And thankfully, the two police officers, and thankfully also to what I know, all right, of the law, I was able to articulate to them what exactly is going on. Now, what I'm going to do, and what I suggest the rest of you all do, okay, is you continue to reach out to other resources, come together, all right? Just like my group and I, we come together and we have our own video recordings, so that way we protect freedom. We are to actively have these assets or these protections and these tools set in place always, just in case, okay, to protect our freedoms. Because if we just go around ignoring, like some people say ignore. If it was ignoring the case, then why didn't the cops and the police ignore that someone was doing, especially if they know that I've been here for a long time. I was funny, I was born here, then I left, and then I come back now to Key Biscayne, and now all of a sudden what's here in Key Biscayne is like, holy shit, where did these people come from? All right, and it's making its way. It's made its way into Brickell. It's made its way into Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. There's an invasion going on. There is an invasion of these entities going on, and we need to make sure we keep our unity together and keep America free. All right. Now, and it's nothing to do with immigrants, because there's lots of immigrant people who come here and have respect, who understand that people are people and we are a community. But you have others here trying to think that they can control and dominate the whole entire area, like they're making their own. No, 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 no. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that helps you guys out. All right. And to my recommendation to Miami-Dade County and Key Biscayne and Key Biscayne Police and all these businesses, okay, because they're all businesses. All right. You're like I've told the officers. Uh, First of all, thankfully, they also understood color of law. Don't act on the color of law. Okay. Number two, if someone you know is already a non-problematic person and never has been, okay, and there's someone who minds their business, well, if you are like the person who want to complain about people who are finding their peace, who have their peace, better said, and their happiness, and you are trying to work with those people, then it's a reflection that maybe you need to find your peace. Or it can also be the fact that, well, this is just us mediating. Okay. Even so, at some point, mediation needs to stop. All right. Need to take it a break. because people are going to complain over and over. Someone who is not at ease is going to complain about someone at ease. Is going to find something to complain about. That's just what they are. Misery wants to find company and wants to clean its or project its shadows onto other people. And we do not need to do that. Okay, we do not need that, especially anywhere in a community that has already been working together, and a community where people respect each other's space, personal space, boundaries. All right, like respect is the personal space. There's so much to share, but personal space, okay, respect. All right. So as I told these officers, and as I'm telling Key Biscayne and other quote unquote government working agencies or security agencies, because they're all businesses and public servants. All right, you your chance to be a hero is to catch those people who are complaining, okay, for nothing, and sue them. All right, make your big money like that, okay, because you're not going to get anywhere with people who know their rights. All right, the only thing you'll get with people who know their rights is that if you respect the rights, you can get the same distant respect. Okay, because at the end of the day, we're busy. All right, there's no need to interact, there's no need to interact. Okay, and if someone is trying to have you guys interact with someone who's already doing their own thing and very peaceful, you know what? Like I said, I don't warn people anymore. I just do and take the actions necessary, such as informing people, such as contacting the international and national anti-terrorist agencies. Okay, conducting the investigations myself and gathering information and gathering evidence myself along with my team. Okay. So, long story short, ladies and gentlemen, Miami, Florida, okay, work together and unite. Okay, understand the laws, protect your freedoms, protect your loved ones and your animal companions as well, because they are part of your family and part of your clan, part of your tribe. All right, and you make sure do not be fooled by what looks like, oh, poor old person, or oh, don't be fooled by anything that you see up front. Listen to your intuition and look at how people act and treat you. All right, and you will see who is your tribe, who is not your tribe, and who is here. There's a squirrel again, and who is here as a stranger or as a foreigner trying to create problems with their own agendas. Namaste.